Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. We'll be breaking down Avatar of Peace within today's video, discussing the strategies and synergies held within this Azorius mid-range build, focusing around Will, Scion of Peace, reducing the costs of the new Overlord of the Floodpits, and the Mistmoors. Discussing the strategies and synergies held within the list in depth, providing you with an deeper understanding of how to pilot this deck effectively, demonstrating against the best players and decks in-game via our Mythic ranked gameplay footage, and of course concluding with our deck review, channel news, and wrap-up thoughts. If you want to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, it helps out, of course. And yeah, just kick back, relax, and let's take a look at the deck. If you're unfamiliar, Will Scion of Peace is a 2/4 with Vigilance that can tap spells you cast this turn that are white and blue will cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life that you've gained this turn, activating this at sorcery speed. So this, in conjunction with the new and my favorite, Sheltered by Ghosts for 2 mana, is the bee's knees. An enchanted creature you control will now have +1/+0 lifelink and ward 2, which is great because we can attack with the Vigilance, gain that life with the ability, and then tap to utilize it. The ward, also really nice to protect a valuable piece of our deck. And then as it enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. So it's also removal, which is really nice. And then, we're gaining that life, which is nice. And then we're going to be reducing the casting cost of our enchantments via the Inquisitive Glimmer for 2 as a 2/3. Enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, right? Now, it itself is an enchantment, so we're going to be taking advantage on the front end with all of our enchantments here. The Optimistic Scavenger with the Eerie trigger. Enchantment enters +1/+1 on a creature you control, which is great, right? So again, through Will, through the Glimmer, we can now cast the Overlords for hopefully as little as 2. The Floodpits is a 5/3 with flying. When it enters or attacks, draw 2, then discard a card. And the Mistmoors is a 6/6, and when it enters or attacks, create 2 2/1s with flying, which is quite nice. Of course, we can impend them for the respective 4 and 3, which is also reducible, right? Keep this in mind. And then, some additional life gain within the deck. Union of the Third Path. Instant speed for 3. Draw a card, then gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. Very, very nice. For some draw. That will be accompanied by our Silver Scrutiny for 2+X at sorcery. With Flash, if X is 3 or less, draw X cards. Protection. And also the ability to untap Will for a double activation if we need. Be a shore up, 1 mana. Instant speed, target creature gets +1/+1, and gains hexproof until the end of turn, as well as untapping it. Additional interaction for us within the deck, Elspeth's Smite, 1 mana, instant speed, 3 damage to attacking or blocking. If it dies, exile it. 2 copies of Floodmaw for 1, instant speed, return creature they control to their hand. If you gift them a tapped fish token, you can do that with a non-land permanent, which is quite nice. Creatures toughness 3 or less through the Smite. Other creatures toughness 3 or greater through the Maw. If we need to take a non-land, that is an option, but we also have that non-land option through the Ghosts as well. So within our removal, here's our draw for us. Protection, also within that interaction pile. And really, here's the meat and potatoes of the deck, like I said. It's the enchantment deck with Will as our key piece, reducing the Overlords. Very easy, very straightforward. We have the Passage, we have the Coast and the Verge, as well as the Waste. So super duper consistent mana base, considering we do need the double mana for each, right? The double white, the double blue. So the double lands here are super helpful for us. That's the deck. I hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord. And yeah, let's go. Going first, keeping 7. Is it my go? Wow, okay. So I guess I'll just take it slow then this game. There's no faster way to get your opponent to slow the rate of play than giving them a your go the very moment they load into the game. Holy Toledo. So, chat, how was your day? Does anyone want to talk about the hand here? We have an optimistic scavenger into the flood maw, silver scrutiny, and 2 copies of Overlord of the Floodpits. I think we could probably keep it, right? What do you think, though? Should we? Yeah, I guess we'll play land first. And then I guess we'll play the scavenger. Right? Do you think that's okay? Well, that was a pretty quick turn. Maybe we should have slowed it down there. That's alright. I just need to kind of... Maybe I should be reading their cards too. What does this one do? When it deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. If you do proliferate... What is proliferate? Choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter of a kind they already have. Wow, that sounds good. And then when it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target? Whoa. Talk about broken. And then the hero looks like it does something similar, hey? It has Valiant. Now, what is Valiant? When it's the target of a spell or ability, it gets a +1 counter for the first time each turn. Okay, that's similar. And then when it dies, it deals damage to each opponent. Ooh, wow. That's something. Ooh. A tasty block, isn't it? So you want to usually hold on to those cards? That's going to hit us? Yeah, we kind of already talked about that. I guess we understand that part of it. Swift Spear. Usually you play that first main phase because the haste it happens to have. Right, so we could, if we wanted, play the Overlord. We could also take a draw 1. We'll pass over, though, I think. Oh, shoot. They must have instant speed interaction. I don't think we need to block. You have no blockers. We're just going through the, the motions. It's our go, so we should really make sure to do our best. Oh, you're not doing anything. Interesting. This is going to be an island. I wonder why they didn't cast. Stop it. Should we just hard cast those, I think, next turn? Yep. I don't really want to impend. I'd rather use them as blockers, right? Take our 2 damage. No problem. Draw 2 here. Yes, the land I needed. I still need to hold up this maw. So let's look for more removal. Some obnoxious life gain. Okay. Hey, what did this Swift Spear do again? Haste. Prowess. Hit for 3. Pretty good, right? Ooh. Six and then 7 life. Every land they play is good for us. They gotta go for it eventually, right? Two cards in hand. Gain some life. Green protection. Do you think they have it? Green hexproof. Well, technically we're surviving this, so we go to damage. Another hero. Fine. Here's another chunk of life. Another land. In for 5. With flying. We have a lot of interaction. The right amount of interaction. And some protection. 14 life still. And they only have 2 cards. Our first Blood Maw. Okay, we get it. And then we trade here. Take an additional 3. But we're at 8. We're here. Last card in hand, what is it? Another creature? Holy. Go to London, dude. Your go. This transforms. These shore ups. All right, what do they top deck? Probably Monstrous Rage, right? Better than that. The draw spell. No way, homie. Nice top deck. Pretty obnoxious, but good for you. And then 2 Monstrous Rages now instead of just the 1. Take the hero. Door up twice to survive. Where are you going? It's my go. Where are you going? 4 mono red. They kind of got like some gruel going in there for the protection, right? But you know, we're at probably push this up to 2. right? And then push this up to 4, and hopefully there's no prowess there. I mean, we'd block, and then if they did, then we would push it up. I'm not going to let them dictate my rate of play. Get out of here. Here go. That's how you start your matches. Imagine doing that in real life. Like, you show up to a tournament, you know, you sign in, you know, you sit down against your... And that's the very first thing you do to them. Holy Toledos. On the draw, I think we mulligan for something a little faster. Keep 6, toss our own draw. You know, on 1 for smite, playing slow on 2 unless we draw the 4th land. Which we do. No life gain deck, everything dies. Sadly, I'm not letting you stack up. They're scared of my counter magic. Three Fabled Passages, huh? I feel like we almost don't want to remove that. Heyo! We can still cast it, so they take the Overlord. Which is pretty... Whoa, okay, never mind. That's unique. Just take it. I can't let them flip the gobs. Light shield array? No way. Oh, planes. You. Well, we can just hardcast this next turn, I guess. I think that's better. Impend for 4, hardcast for 5. That's a good card. Whenever I discard a land card. Ouch. I don't want to discard a land card. But I don't want to discard anything else either. What the... I'm risking it. As long as there's no removal and we can block the betrayal. There's going to be another discard here too. Oh, that's not good. What's that last card? No. 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 That's criminal. Oh my lord, have mercy. Well, you can have the bat. At this point, it's yours. Holy Toledos. And then you just bring it back. I hate that bat. It's good. We've no exile available. Just scrying one. Keep it to the top, send it to the bottom. Here's our flying blocker. Bat gets flipped. It's tapped though, if that matters. I don't think there will be an attack here. Let's draw and gain 3 life. Really want to draw and discard. 1 bat's enough, right? Them attacking is so good though. We're gonna lose that land. They're gonna make a bat anyways. Maybe we should have just went for it. This way we can defend and clear the bat though again. And I think we have to each time. I'm pretty certain. Not a fan. Good card. Isn't that tax? Oh, it's reduced. Like, I thought that was 7. All right, let's get after it. Land out. Oh, no. Really? That's what you top decked? That's so clutch, it's not even funny. That is beyond clutch, homie. Get out. You're expelled. Ooh. What a pleasant surprise. Do it. Let's do it, homie. Whatever will I do with this card? That's a good draw. Very nice. Ugh. Gross. Sunfall. Essence Channeler, okay. We only need to block one of them. And I think that's game. We get our drawback. We're definitely going to London. Going first. We're going to look for some earlier interaction. Here it is. Keep 6 and toss a land. An island to start. Lovely. Just so if they do remove it, we can double drop next turn. Good. Dude. No block, homie. Classic. This is any target. No, they don't do it. They are about to be filled with regrets. Hit for 4, up to 18. That's pretty good. Take the damage. I mean, I doubt they do 18. That would be impressive. Five? I mean, maybe they do get it. Did they fling it? Hit for 9, then fling for 9? No. Wow, okay. I guess we should have blocked. This deck is too much. That trample I was expecting. Too much. Good blocker. Gain 5 back. Without our life gain, we would be dead already. I don't think I want to risk that again, do I? Holy. I'm just getting in front. Just so they can't fling it, right? Good game. All right, let's keep 7. Very good hand if we can just find an Overlord. Glimmer is a go. I'm going to push it up. Out of cut down range, out of Virtue of Persistent range. Flasher. And then let's start pushing up the Scavenger in the same manner. Hit for 6. Bloodletter, that's a good one. For 8. And, yeah, no Overlord, but we're still good to go. Sometimes, you know, just keep it simple on the front end. Removal. It wins games. On the draw, keeping 7. Playing into 3. Also, that smite is now up. Just take it. They could be convoking. I think we just rush this for now. Oh, tag, just chilling. Gonna be an island. I guess these are unlocked to the planes as well, but just thinning our library to start. All right. I mean, with impending at 2, should be able to just close out. Do you think they play the snake? Broadmouth Viper? Let's rush in. They create a food. We take some damage. Last impending counter. Let's attack. Exile, attacking creature. Pretty good. Could be a land. And then we're going to hold up our protection. This is a nice draw. Alright, let's protect our Overlord here. They attack. Good game. Alright, going first with some of our favorite cards in hand. Pretty good. Failing. On 2. Glimmer. Will ready on 3. Now, can we find a non-land permanent to take? Yes. Not bad. Reduce and then I'll do that next turn. I'm just going to take the actual creature here. I think is better. Oh, that's good. I'm going to toss a smite. A 4th land. Another log. That takes our shelter. But we're still in I guess a pretty decent spot. Play our other Overlord, the Mistmoors. 2 lockdowns dealt with prior to putting our tokens in play. Pretty good. Oh? What about a Sunfall? What about it? Another impending, I think, is going to be okay. And then we can bounce that lockdown on their end step. And then exile the token. Roxanne! Alright, I'm going to bounce that lockdown. Protect my token. Take their blocker. What? It still targeted it? They didn't have to pay the ward 2? Because it was already on the stack? Oops. And then because of that, they get an additional removal? I thought they would have had to still pay the ward. Oh, my bad. My bad. It was already targeted. I was too slow. And then they drop an Atraxa on me. Wow. I love this game. Bit of a misplay on my end. We could have taken lethal. It just another way. That is brutal. I was being fancy. Okay, this is still a match somehow. No, it's not. I didn't realize the ward was on the front end. Good game. Well, that was a punt. Alrighty then. So first things first, some cards that I considered while building the deck. Case of the Uneaten Feast, additional life gain. And we also were considering that with a new Gremlin and actually built another deck around it. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and we can make a video of it. The armor, obviously we can just kind of power up Will. I don't think that's bad. More protection, but it doesn't untap. And because we're using Will, you know, I like Shore Up because it untaps. The counter magic here would be good. Creating a token of the Overlord would be good as well. The draw is not bad. So 3 steps ahead, you know. But I feel like we already have so much interaction. Enduring Innocence. Draw, lifelink, not terrible. Obviously not game winning though. Could be good. Additional draw within the deck might not be terrible. Archangel Elspeth, yeah, it's just a good card. You know, making the tokens, the lifelink. Same goes with the Steel Seraph, you know, the lifelink that this can provide. As well as the Stoat, you know, that's we're just kind of looking at different life gain options for Will. We did settle just on Sheltered by Ghosts. It seems to be enough. A little bit additional life gain with Path. But we didn't want to over focus, right? And that's really easy to do. The Entity Tracker for additional draw off the Eerie trigger. Invasion would force find our Sheltered by Ghosts, which, I mean, not bad. Maybe Floodmaw could be replaced by Pool, but then we lose instant speed. Dancer's a little high end, and we are focusing on the Overlords instead, and the shop as well. You know, you could go the other way, but I think the Overlords are really, really good. And of course, the Invasion for another X equals. And now we like the X equals here because Will's mana dump. I forgot to mention that in the intro, but you know, you're a diehard fan, you've made it to the end, so you get that little bit of additional information. With that being said, you know, I'm kind of looking for additional mana sinks. We've been playing this deck a lot within the community and having a lot of fun with it. And I think that's really the only thing we're missing. We have Silver Scrutiny for the draw. It's good. I think maybe there's different options that we could consider though. And then today, within today's gameplay, what absolute travesty. I'm going to try not to include too many of them, but just so many mono black decks, all of which somehow are playing Liliana on turn 3. I find that to be incredible. What are the chances that they're all able to do it, right? But, you know, sometimes you have bad luck. Sometimes you have great luck, right? Obviously, you don't hear me complaining when I go on a 6 or 7 game win streak with the deck, right? So we did get some wins nonetheless, and I really do think that Will with Sheltered by Ghosts is very much worth consideration, as you now have mana reduction by 3. That's some serious ramp with a card that's already pretty good, right? And then, like, how much are you losing by playing Will? I don't think it's too much, right? In the current standard meta, maybe it's actually too much. You know, that's a conversation we could have, but maybe we play the Might and we can protect it. That way we can curve into it and we're not over-focused on the Scavenger. Maybe we drop the artifact, the enchantment focus, right? The Scavenger goes, the Glimmer goes, and we're more focused on the protection of Will The accumulation of life. Could be. Either way, Will, with the ghosts and the overlords, very much the future. So get used to it. No, I don't know. I like it, though. So, again, thank you all so much. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord. Again, thank you for the individuals stepping up to let me know that there was a little bit of an issue with the quality. I think we've got it in 4K, which is great. And now the audio is synced up a little bit better than it was. I'm pretty sure we've got it dialed in. So you have an absolute magical day, and I'll see you soon.